It's the Murphy, Sam, and Jody After the Show podcast. And as you know, Sam is now a grandfather.
That's the big news of the day.
Remember, it's Murphy, Pops, and Jody.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, Pops is your chosen grandpa name. I like that a lot.
When Melissa, my daughter-in-law, was asking me at the end of last week to come up with a name, and her whole reason is, my thing was I didn't want to come up with a pawpaw name because I wanted the baby to come up with one.
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be a while before the baby speaks. So she's like, until then, we need you to come up with something so at least we can say we're not going to dad's house.
Yeah, they want to know what to call you.
And
when they're talking to him.
He's likely going to adopt whatever name they call you.
Yeah,
likely.
You know?
And I had pretty much settled on Buddy.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Buddy. And
you came up with that, or they threw it out there?
No, and I came up with Buddy, I think, because I wanted it to be, it doesn't sound grandpa-ish.
Yes,
and Buddy is, if I ever do take him fishing or do stuff, it's kind of like buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was stuck on Buddy for 24 hours. In fact, I almost texted her back and said, I've decided, here's what it is. But Pops kept coming into my head. It's like I didn't want to be Pop because that's what my dad was to the grandkids.
Pops fits you.
Yeah.
It does.
And it's fun. It's a cool, to me, there's nothing that sounds old about Pops.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how you work it. I mean,
no, but because it was like when I thought about Pops, it's like, Pops. I was walking around saying Pops out loud, and it's just go to Pops' house. Hey, I wonder what Pops has for us for Christmas. That kind of stuff. And
you almost want to point and click when you hear Pops.
Yeah, so I was like, Pops. Yeah, Pops is cool. Pops is not old.
It is cool. This whole thing, and he is here now. His name is Hollis.
Yes.
Just very different and beautiful. Been knowing that you're going to be a grandpa for a really long time.
9 months.
And we've been building up to it, and everybody says you can't know what that feels like until you are. Are you feeling that way?
I don't know what that feels like. I'm not in a hurry either.
I know. What I'm saying, Sam, is do you feel that big feeling yet that they say is the greatest ever? Do you feel it yet?
I'm partially there. I'm not completely there. And I think the other part will be, I'll be complete whenever I get to actually babysit or play, or he's old enough to communicate or to interact.
Start having the relationship.
Yeah. It was great to walk in, and it was like all the family walked in at the same time. And it was almost
to have your moment?
It was almost like a concert because all the phones came out.
Really?
And so I waited till everybody had finished doing all their shooting, and then I got in there close and got me a
right.
And even that, I felt weird doing it because it's like, this is my grandson. Do I need to get a picture of his face
now? Not right now. You didn't.
But it was one of those ones you want to show around, so I did that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
So
but the truth is, they're never going to look like that in 6 weeks.
Why I know. And
2 weeks.
We spent a good bit of time trying to figure out who's he look like,
right?
And we can't figure out.
He's
got a
baby.
cleft chin, by the way, too.
Oh yeah.
Well, that runs in your family.
Yeah. Oh, and this is what else he has. The back of my neck, I have a birthmark.
Okay.
It's like a red patch.
Okay.
And all my kids have the red patch.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Even Maddie.
In the same place on the back of their neck?
It's not the same patch, but it's a mark.
On the back of the neck?
Yeah, and my dad had it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually birthmarks move around.
Yeah.
And my phone number is 666.
Okay.
No. But Sammy, one of the first things he said is, and Hollis has the mark on the back of his neck.
That's crazy.
I was like, yeah!
Are you serious?
Yeah, I didn't flip him over to look because it's like I was really...
Yeah. So what you're saying is the feeling hasn't sunken in yet.
No. But I'm going to go back today because they're still there and, check him out and see what's up. And hopefully that'll be, more one-on-one.
Supposedly there's nothing like it. There's nothing like you think you can't love, in a different way once you've had children. And I know that's the truth. That's the greatest love in the world is the love that you have for your children. But they say it's a whole different thing when it's a grandchild. It's not something that can be described.
Yeah.
I did have to give him back, like grandparents. But it was odd holding him for the first time because I haven't held a baby that small in years.
Yeah.
So I was like,
you felt nervous to hold him?
Because I remember with my kids, the 5 of them, it's like there was a point where you hold them in one arm like a football, and you can, cook dinner while you're holding the baby and doing everything.
Yeah.
And with Hollis, I was just like, okay, let me hold his head just right.
A little rusty.
I was just like, I was so nervous.
Yeah.
I just
Well,
wanted to
probably
grab
get-
him and hold him close.
But that's like anytime, when you're holding somebody else's baby, it doesn't belong to you.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
always
Yeah.
have that extra caution.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I am totally hung up on the birthmark. I just want you to know. I can't.
So you're saying I got to take pictures of everybody now?
I can't let go of this.
We might-
Everybody in your family, your dad, does your brother have this birthmark?
Yeah, my brother has. My mom doesn't have it, so obviously it can't be my
It's a
dad.
dude thing.
No,
All right.
but Maddie has it too.
I'll get past this, but I mean, wow.
I need
didn't-
to see it.
And
maybe.
it's not in any particular shape. It's just some kind of red splotch.
Wow.
It's the North
And
Mark.
it could be a dark red splotch, or it could go away after a while, but it's still there, but it's a lighter red splotch.
Maybe that's your superpower. Maybe that's your
The
humor.
splotch? I
Yeah.
should call myself the splotch.
It's the button. It's the funny button.
Well, at least Hollis has the funny button.
Yeah.
Yeah.